For the first time, the inside line should prevail here. You would expect Ben Spencer to hang on to the advantage, which he does. Richard Gentle, there's a car in the barriers further back. That's another of the C1s. Whoops, number 24.
Contact, and so it is Jordan Johnson back in the lead. Oh, Richardson into the back of Simon Walker-Hansen. He goes off the road, but it was side by side for his first podium of the season as well. But Sean Traynor just about found an MR2 size gap on the inside. He lost it. He's made contact with Jim Mew, and the championship leader is round at the end of the first lap.
But let's have a look at Gary Miller. Look at this one. That's brave and that's silly. Oh, around and over we go.
Oh, that's a big one. That's John Cooper.
Brakes, it's been a little bit lighter, a little bit more nimble. It's going to be much stronger under brakes compared to the cars around him. But this is where he does lose a little bit.
The Zadzig, speaking of losing it, it's down at turn 6 looking from behind. So just enough for tap from the 8 while that car was turning in under load. Oh, big collection from Waters on the Butler car down.
There was that tap. It didn't need a lot. When you've got a lot of lateral load on these cars, you just need a slight little tap.
The pole man to lead us into turn 1. Everybody tucks in a single file. Let's hope they get through. No, there's some contact at the back. And for Poramar Sharma, he was the loser out of that one. There was contact behind on Jimmy Vernon. Take you through from this cracking shot from the drone cam down at turn 1. Andriski
did it all on his own.
Style plus, he kissed the wall as well. And just parked it neatly in the gravel trap. We're side by side with Garwood. Contact in the middle this time. Heavy contact. My goodness, that was a big hit. And look at the damage on Scott to the second White Line Racing Camaro. Scott Cameron.
Of his car, so well done.
Sharma, wow.
Drilled Cottrell at the hairpin.
2D down here. The hairpin, watch this, he's trying to turn out of nowhere. The City Rural car, the fast motorsport entry.
Adrian even had time to go, what are you doing?
It was turned backwards down here at turn 4, off the bumper of his teammate.
Yeah, Elliott clear of Dalton. And then this moment here for Jared Hughes into the back of Brady Owen. Spun Owen around, and Owen was stuck. That brought out the Tickford boys, went back at it. Teammates here, Hughes and Gagan found.
Safety car. Let's have a look here. That's that lockup that we saw earlier for Mace Muller, and then have another look here. So our eyes were looking at the lockup, and it was Milkovic who just lost. Jan van Lagen challenging for position, and behind we've got another spinner, Alex Ryman. There was just so much going on, too much to look at. To Nick Ho from Niels Langeveld, Sam Yongya is dicing for position as well, and that's Max Schlickermeyer into the back of Thomas de Backer on the inside under braking, just locking up and then into, then they can start overtaking, and there's more problems behind Draker Janssen. Well, there's the proof, and you can see a big lockup from Draker Janssen. Now looked to me like some kind of failure. Also, you can see the smoke coming from the car long before he got to the bus stop. The plumes of blue smoke just barreling in. Once again, Gianluca Tucciaroglu, and there's contact. Gianluca Tucciaroglu getting into Jan Safer, also get off the track, and I have to say, well, that is where Safer got turned around. You see Zurich Sprague, Robert de Haan didn't.
Remember, that's going to be added to the first of their pit stops up the inside there, and that is a clash between the 54 and...
To hit as well. That's how close it is, and actually...
got damage.
Yeah,
he's got damage.
Right from, looks like, yeah. You're right, Martin, it's the Aston Martin once again, wasn't it? Yep, contact before the braking zone, and nothing that he could do there.
Eduardo Barrichello
just turned around just on the exit of turn 6, so...
definitely.
Paul is away, and the Lamborghini's fine for the moment. Down the inside, gets absolutely nailed on that right rear that's done the damage, and that was one of the red, white and black AMG.
Hierich verliert an Tempo und da ist er vorbei und dreht sich in der Zieleingangskurve.
Nein, das kann doch nicht wahr sein.
Have a look at what happened. Offline through 7, tries to rescue it, gets off the marbles, and that is a huge hit in circuit. Multiple angles and very good effort from our cameraman to stick with it. You can see that even the tyre stack behind.
Incoming, and that would be so cruel. There was Colin Berdinghausen just getting a wheel onto the curb, then into the ground. Is a lively first lap, and that was Alex Tauscher. We saw him getting turned around, and he
changed towards the head of the field. Here's a replay of what happened then. So again, down towards Nelson. This has been the problematic corner so far, and it looked like Jamie Keats was already sideways, so that had happened.
Saying Sutton, yeah, from 17th position. Not in 17th anymore, big off. That was Foxlow. Foxlow in the 144. And who was the...
Mason to close in fourth place. Oh, off has gone Webster up at Druid's Corner. It's a good start from Carl Swift from pole position, I think, this time around. So for the second race in a row, he will beat Lovely to turn one. There's a car sideways in the pack, though. And there's going to be carnage on the run towards Paddock Hill Bend. And that, unfortunately, was always a danger with so many cars starting side by side.
Front split hanging off there, and it's finished! Files was that?
Oh, it was, and that's the 36 of Macaulay Austin, I'm afraid, who's got into him.
I think from the second row and third row, looked actually like they got a better start. There's contact, there's going to be a big off, and the 98 of Watkins goes straight into the wall.
Oh, that sort of stacks up the next little group of cars around the outside. Oh, there is contact. Around goes the 77 of Alex Sprague. That was contact with Dylan Davis, and Alex with the boot.
And run at the front end of particularly this category. That is another massive moment. Similar situation to what we had earlier on. It's here, Alex Foss and Sia Montana, who are at each other's throats. And a little tag between Foss and Montana.
Most overtaking is likely to happen.
Trouble for the 78 Lexus there. That car in the hands of Arnaud Robin. But he gets that.
Yeah, was that?
Yeah.
Just on the curb, and it unsettled the car, and round it goes. We saw a Ferrari spin there as well. I think it was car 50s. Here we go. So there's offline anyway.
Ooh.
Yeah, the car just on the
Pirouettella, obviously.
Very good. I'll give you that one.
Here all week, folks. Try the chicken.
And that could have...
What does he hit?
So that's spinning round on the exit of Pirouettella before the dip down. The driver's under a lot of pressure. Now look further back in the field. There's already the
BMW Peugeot. That takes out one Alpine. The other one tries to avoid the reversing BMW, goes through the ground.
Now what happens here? There's the BMW in front of us. And he just locks it. Does he get hit by the Isotta Fraschini, I think, on the right-hand tact? Yeah, so this car we're on board with now, the Peugeot had contact from behind.
That's Di Resta. Trying to make space on the curbs, snaps out of his control. Ooh, tap. And Anthony.
Yeah, here we go. So the right go, he misses, and yeah, that launches the car over the left-hand curb. I think there is, to be fair to these drivers there, a little bit of rain coming down at the top end. That's the highest point in terms of elevation of the track. So I think I could...
Vediamo proprio da replay una toccata con con Rossetti.
Sì, diciamo che l'ingresso è stato diciamo che non è che si sono sgranati più di tanto, a parte i primi tre che eccolo
anche un contatto con Brughi che è però riuscito a frenare dal Cantonesi. Passa anche per Andrea De Marco su Povera Siancavicius, il contatto con Pedrini forse che va a toccare la vettura.
Trying to push, I think, through that first sector, almost for pride, just to say, look, I can go really quick through the first sector. Oh, and Pillai with a big moment there, coming out of Surtees. That is out with us shortly, and just getting a replay of it there. Yeah, easy done on cold tyres. They'll get that back out, no problem. The number
goes the yellow and blue machine of Darren Howell. He does improve, but not up a position again. It's just these conditions that are catching a couple of drivers out. Stephen Dobbs pushing hard on the run up towards Druids, so just flicks the car in. I think he nibbled the curb maybe on the way in. He could have still had some input on the brakes, whilst also
what we're about to get a look at.
Yeah, so on the brakes on the run up towards Druids. Was it assisted? Yes, it was. A big dive up the inside there. That was from Mike Dewhurst. Of course, he will be trying to overcome that penalty as best.
See who is missing. But the first of the Oregon cars was Leonardo Caglione. He gets tagged from behind and spat off. Not much being the first to change onto wets, and that's where it all went wrong for 54. Getting in just a fraction too hot into... Just getting in a little too late onto the gravel between Ravazza 1 and Ravazza 2 and looping around. Was there contact? No. Now, having seen that, road is just on the right-hand side there. They might, this is up at Variante Alta, right under our cameraman.